guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Papa Tom. I am a part of Iching's life. Thank you guys very much for watching. Thank you for supporting us. Thank you for supporting our Facebook channel. So that's a live, Facebook Live is what we're trying to incorporate that into our social media thing, because it's more of an instantaneous, we can go live wherever we're at. And if you haven't already followed us there, go ahead and follow us there on the Cade Family. You can search Cade Family on Facebook and then join the thing, and then you'll be able to see the live videos when they come up. But thank you guys very much. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please hit that subscribe button down there. Hit that little bell for notifications. That just helps the channel grow. But anyway, guys, on this channel, so this is more of my dad channel. So if you follow us on Iching's Life and Family, that's the family channel. This is more of just me, the dad's perspective of the family, right? So it's a blended family. My wife's from the Philippines. We have 3 kids, and one more on the way. Isabella, William, and Wesley, and baby number 4 to be named later. Actually, to be named pretty soon because we're getting close. But so on this channel, I like to share some of the things I do as a dad to help take care of my kids and family, and what I do, what I do with my time, how I spend my days. One of the things I like to do is try to teach myself to speak a little bit Bisaya. We were just at a party yesterday, a birthday party at our friends, the Winters, Nelson and Angel. It's their kids' birthdays are within a month of each other. So Sam and Marika, happy birthday, guys. And lots of Bisaya is spoken there. And most of the husbands don't really speak too much Bisaya. And so I like to try to teach myself. And then what I do is I pick one word. It's just easier to practice one word. And I use it in a joke. It's for the word sleeping. Okay, so this is how you can say sleeping in Bisaya in the Philippines. It's natulog. All right, so here's the joke. All right, this is a good joke, because everybody needs a couple good jokes, right? Because you'll forget them and then you'll wish you remembered them. But here's a good joke you can use for the next couple days. What do you call a natulog dinosaur? What do you call a natulog dinosaur? Dino snore. Get it? Because snoring is what you do when you're sleeping. And so the word is sleeping is natulog. What do you call a natulog dinosaur? Dino snore. I thought it was pretty funny, guys. Anyway, guys, so what I thought I would show you guys today is how I spent my day today. So I'm in between jobs right now. That's a different story. I'm not going back to my nursing home job. It's just not, I didn't like it there. It's not a good place. But anyways, I found another job, and I'm probably going to be starting in a week or so. And I'll do this job until I can find the right healthcare job to go back into a hospital someplace. Unless it just pays me more and I like it more, in which case I'll just keep doing it. Who knows? But I'll share that with you once I actually get started there and stuff. But anyways, so I haven't been at work for probably 3 weeks now, right? So one of the other side hustles, I like to call them side hustles, that I try to do to bring in extra money to help support my family is I like to go to estate sales and buy used clothes, and I resell them on eBay. Believe it or not, there's a lot of business on eBay. So, and clothing is a huge part of eBay. People just buy clothes on eBay because they don't want to pay full price. I don't blame them either. I don't want to pay full price for some stuff. But there haven't been any estate sales since Christmas, and there weren't any estate sales this weekend within driving distance. So today what I did is I went to a thrift store, all right, and I bought 14 things, and I'm going to show you what I bought. 14 clothing items that I'm going to get cleaned up and wash them, make them look nice and clean, and I'm going to get them listed on eBay, and I'm going to sell them. And I paid $38 total for the 14 clothing items, which comes out to $2.71 a piece. So you pay a little bit more in thrift stores than you do if you go to an estate sale usually, unless you go to one that's overpricing their stuff. But anyway, so I'm going to show you the 14 things I bought that I know that I can list on eBay and sell for a profit. All right, and most of them are going to be $20, $30, or $40. Okay, so I picked them all up for $2.71. So I'll show you the brands, because I shop for brands. I don't just go looking for clothes and if it looks nice. I look for specific brands. I mean, there's a lot of different brands out there, but I look for brands, and when I find a brand, then I check the condition of the clothing. You know, I don't like to buy things that have holes in them. I don't like to buy things that have wear on, that look worn and worn out. I like to buy things that look like they were taken care of and that they don't have any stains and they don't have any holes and they don't have any snags, because it's easier to just sell those, and people tend to not return them because they know it's used, and they're happy with their purchase. So we'll go through them and I'll show you all 14 items I got. You never know what you're going to find, right? I go through the racks and I go through fast, and I'm just looking for brands, and like it's a pretty quick process. All right, guys, so I'll put a snapshot up there because, like I said, I do this kind of part-time. It's just something like, usually I get 2 days off a week from work, so I'll try to find an estate sale, or I'll stop at a thrift store, maybe a garage sale or something. So, but I'll show you what you can do in your spare time. And if you did this full time, you could actually make some pretty decent money if you knew what you were doing. So, and I'll show you a screenshot of my eBay page. So in the last 90 days, I've made over $5,000 in used clothes. Okay, so it's not, that's not a lot, but it's only just very part-time. But I mean, $5,000 is $5,000. I mean, that helps a lot with a family when you're buying food and, all the things you have to do. So, I mean, if you've got enough money and you don't need $5,000, then, this is a silly thing to waste your time doing, but it's not hard. It's easy. And, there's not a lot it's not like the stock market or buying crypto where you could lose all your money. You're just investing a couple dollars in something. And the thing I look for is I try to find things that I know I can sell for $20 or more, right? Because then I've only got to find 5 things that I can sell, and that's $100, minus my cost. And there's a small cost you pay to eBay for using their platform. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna start off. So here's the first thing. So these are, here's my 3 bags. I haven't even opened the bags yet, all right? So I'm gonna show you the 14 things I found today when I went in. The key when you go to this was a Goodwill, by the way. So the key when you go into a Goodwill is I try to go in I try to go shopping right when they open, right? Because if you can be the first person in the door, usually they have racks on wheels that their workers are going to put out on the racks. So you can actually go to those racks first and see things that nobody else has gone through, because there's a lot of people that actually go into the thrift stores and the Goodwills, and they're doing the same thing I do. They go in, they know what they're buying, they buy things that they know they can resell for a profit, right? So there's a lot of people that do that. So it's a lot of competition. So you have to go in quick, and you have to go through clothes quickly and get it before somebody else does. So one of the things I do is, if I'll see something and it's a brand I know I can sell, I'll grab it and I'll put it in my cart, and I'll look at the quality after I've kind of gone through stuff, right? Because if I have to stop and look for holes and look at everything, that's going to slow me down, and somebody else might grab a couple things that I wanted to grab. Because today I got 14 things, but some days there's not 14 things you're going to find that you want to resell. But anyways, let's go through them, all right? So the first item I bought was on the rack. So this is not a big money seller, but it's a men's long sleeve, like pullover warm-up jacket kind of thing, but it's a Boston Celtics, and it's a number 4 for Isaiah Thomas. So he's still an active NBA player. So it was in excellent condition. There's no cracking on the numbers. This is probably something I'm gonna list for $20, but I only paid $271 for it. So the brand is not necessarily a brand that I would go saying purchase, but there's fans of every team out there, so somebody will give me $15 or $20 for this. So I just grabbed it. I know I'll sell it. It's not anything that's going to be hard to sell. All right, so let's see what I got second here. All right, okay, so this one's a skirt, right? So I didn't buy it just because it's a skirt. So here's the brand I'm going to show you. Can you see that? Eileen Fisher. I'm going to tell you about this brand of women's clothing. For those of you that don't know who Eileen Fisher is, this is a clothing line that is, I'd say typically it's bought by more mature women. It's not something that younger kids are wearing. It's not something college students are wearing. It's not a high school. It's not an outfit you're going to find in high schools. These are women. So this is a blue one, and it was in very good condition. It's a long skirt. Eileen Fisher's in a very expensive brand of clothing, guys. I've probably been doing this for 10 years, and I've probably sold more Eileen Fisher over those 10 years than any other brand of clothing. So when I see Eileen Fisher, and if it's in good condition, I usually buy it up because I know I can resell it. So if you go into a store to buy Eileen Fisher, you're probably going to be paying, you know, $50, $75, up to $400 or $500 per piece, depending on what it is you're getting, or even more. So there's a lot of women out there that love Eileen Fisher. So, you know, if you're new to this, Eileen Fisher is a brand. Not everything's going to sell very well, but I've just had really good luck with this brand over the years, guys. And she does a lot of her clothing with organic cotton or organic linen, things that are popular. Let's see what this is made out of. So it's blue. It's a long skirt. Also, the key to buying women's clothes, even with Eileen Fisher or other brands, is the larger the size, the more money it's going to be worth. And I don't know why that is. I mean, I have a theory that plus size women may not like to go to the stores and shop as much as smaller petite women. So, you know, if I see 2 Eileen Fisher items and one is a size plus 2X and one is a size extra small, and I can only buy one, 100% I'm buying the plus 2X size, because I know I'm going to be able to sell that for probably twice as much or more than the extra small. There's not as many extra small wears of the Eileen Fisher brand, if that makes any sense. I know that this tag, see how it's a white tag? This is an older tag, so this is an older, I don't know the year exactly, but this is an older, it's a size large, but this is just a nice conservative, feels like cotton. I didn't see the tag inside, but Eileen Fisher, remember that brand if you're out there looking for clothes to resell. You know, a lot of times I find it still with the tags on it, and then that's good money, guys. I mean, I've sold, like I said, I've sold more Eileen Fisher clothes than any other clothing line out there. All right, so here's the next item, and this is another pair of Eileen Fisher. So this one's a pair of pants. They're just, they're almost like sweatpants. You can see the tag there, so that's Eileen Fisher, and that's a size plus 1X. So that's a good size. So somebody's gonna snatch these up. You know, these pants are probably gonna be 30 or 40 bucks. That's my guess. So 30 or 40 bucks for that. The skirts in general don't sell as quickly as pants or shirts or blouses, but you know, if you have the right brand and it's the right material, they'll still sell. There's people that like to wear skirts. But anyway, so that's another nice pair of pants. It's got a drawstring at the waist. It's in very good condition. It doesn't look like it's been worn very much, so that's an easy buy. So 2 Eileen Fishers and then 1 NBA basketball shirt, which is a pretty easy sell. All right, so the next item I got is a very basic. This is a men's polo shirt. Nothing on it, just the color red, but it was in very good condition. There's no snags, no holes, no stains. It's a Nike Golf, right? So there's nothing flashy about this brand, but men and women both, Nike is a very super popular brand. It's not going to be a high dollar amount, but this will bring 20 bucks. It's a size large, but just a basic red Nike polo shirt. So, you know, men and women, they like the Nike brand. It's one of the most searched brands on eBay. It's not a high volume brand, but it all sells. It's a very consistent seller. So, all right, so the last item in bag number 1. Okay, so this is a pair of women's leggings, and this is Spanx. So you can, their label is not a sewn-on label, it's more of a stamp label on their products. So if you're not familiar with what Spanx is, it's a very tight-fitting, body-shaping type of latexy, stretchy material. So the Spanx brand, ladies will buy the Spanx leggings, tops, halter tops things, and it helps keep in, you know, maybe some rolls or some some areas of your body that underneath your clothes will make you look more slim, more trim, more neat, I guess is the easiest way. So this always, whenever I find Spanx, it's a pretty easy sell. It usually sells within a week or so. But this is a full-size pair of leggings. They look black and they look barely worn. So I've never found a pair of leggings by them before. So, you know, I'm probably looking at 25 or 30 bucks there. I have, you know, on eBay, you can actually go into eBay. You can type in the item you want to sell. It'll bring up all the items that are for sale. And then you can filter it and you can search the ones that sold. So that's how you search the comps, the comparable prices. So you can see, find the item you want to sell. There's probably one or more listed. Find it, see what people are selling it for. Then you can see what they've sold for. So that's kind of how you know, oh, that's sold for $35, or ooh, they're selling for like $7. So the, you know, if it sells for less than $10, it's not worth your time to buy. So that's Spanx, guys. All right, bag number 2. So this, all right, so this is a brand called Soft Surroundings. So this is another brand that's not as expensive as Eileen Fisher, but it's probably the same demographic of ladies, women and ladies that buy it. So it's more of your mature, I don't want to say older, but it's you know, it's definitely not something someone's going to wear to a club or to, you know, it's not a college campus kind of outfit, or there's not many high school girls probably wearing Soft Surroundings, but it's a, you know, it's a nice product that has a lot of people that like to buy it, and it's, I don't know if it's not super expensive, but it sells pretty well. It doesn't sell as fast as Eileen Fisher, but Soft Surroundings is another product, and this is a what size did I say that was? Extra small. So it's got a, you know, like a cross. You can see the design on it. So it's, you know, they're more of a roomier type of clothing line. It's not a tight-fitting clothing line. Different shapes. This one's got it's got a twist. It's got a tie in it, so you can tie it around the waist. Has its own unique look, and it's I think it's tencel. Yeah, this is 100% tencel, Tencel. So yeah, that's probably a $25 blouse. Okay, so. Oh yeah, this is just a pair of Columbia shorts. These are for me, because this is my size 32 waist. So they're in the men's section. They really didn't look like they'd been worn very much at all, but they're the Columbia waterproof kind of shorts that I like them because they're lightweight, they're comfortable, you can get them wet. It's just they have Velcro pockets. You can go fishing with them. It's a good outdoors pair of pants. So that's for me, guys. Because I'm not too proud to wear used clothing, right? Once it's been worn once, it's used. And when it comes to clothes, you know, you're gonna wash it, and then it's clean enough to wear. Anybody can wear it. It's not like you're wearing someone else's germs. So I have zero phobias about saving money and allocating that money to feed my kids and putting myself in used clothing. So, all right, so guys, the next thing I found was another Eileen Fisher item. All right, so this is an extra large, and I want to say this is like a dress, right? So it's definitely, yeah, it's a dress. So it's a nice, probably below the knee, long sleeve, black, scoop necked, and you can see the tag. It's one of their black tags, so it's a newer product line. I don't know. Actually, more of a dark blue. So it's another Eileen Fisher item in excellent condition. So that's an easy sell. And I found one more Eileen Fisher. So today was a good day for Eileen Fisher. I love Eileen Fisher, guys. Eileen Fisher's made me a lot of money over the years. So this is a pair of silk, extra large. So again, it's the big size, and they're like a crop pants. So they're not a long pants. These are more of a, for the ladies above the ankle. So cropped versus capri. Capri is a much shorter. So this is a cropped pair of pants, black and 100% silk. So new in the Eileen Fisher store, these are probably $185, $200 pair of pants, right? So, and ladies know that, like, oh, it's $185. So I can sell these on eBay for 50 bucks. They look new. There's no snags or anything. So someone will say, oh, 50 bucks, I can get 3 pairs for the price of 1. So Eileen Fisher, guys. I mean, if you ever come across like a closet full of Eileen Fisher, snag that stuff up. All right, so the next item I grabbed was another Nike shirt. This is a ladies. It's a Nike dry fit. Short sleeve. Oh no, it's actually a sleeveless. It's their golf line. Sleeveless polo, but it was in, there's no emblems on it. Nothing wrong with this shirt at all. Barely looks worn. So again, it's 20 bucks, right? So I paid $2.71 for it. So it's like picking up $17. All it takes is a few minutes of my time to take pictures and put it on eBay and wait for someone to buy it, and they pay for the shipping to mail it to them, and then I get the money. All right, guys. So here's another. All right, so here's another brand. It's not a well-known brand. I see a lot of clothing flippers. I call them flippers. Overlook this brand because they don't know this brand. So this is a brand called Flax, F-L-A-X. They do pants, blouses, shirts, and this looks like a sleeveless, like almost like a dress maybe, or I don't know what. Yeah, I guess you would call that like a dress or a smock. But it's purple. It's in very good condition. The brand Flax is, so all their clothing is 100% linen. So, it's a specific group of people that buy flax, but it's not cheap in the stores. The shirts, usually I can sell them usually within a week, sometimes the same day. This is like a dress, so this is probably gonna be, I wouldn't be surprised if I can get 30 or 40 bucks for that, guys. Remember that brand. All right, so here, this is the first time I found this brand, and I don't know much about it, but I looked them up on eBay when I was in the store, and they're selling for 25 or 30 bucks. So it's like a spandexy type of women's tennis skort. If you're not familiar with what a skort is, a skort is like a spork. A spork is like a spoon that has the prongs, like it's like a fork and a spoon. So a skort is like a skirt, but on the inside it's like also like shorts. So it's like, it fits like a shorts because it's got the two leg openings inside, but when you're wearing it, it looks like you're wearing a skirt. So it's a skort. So this is a brand called Wear It to Heart with. I'd never heard of this brand, to be honest, guys, but it's here in Florida, there's a lot of tennis. There's a lot of tennis here in the West Palm Beaches. In fact, Delray Beach is where I went to the Goodwill today, and there's a professional tennis training facility there. So you see a lot of tennis stuff in this particular area. So it's not as common in other parts of the country. So there's people that like to buy, Nike, Adidas. There's a few other brands I like to pick up, but we'll see if this one sells. I mean, it's only $271, right? So I mean, even if I sell it for 10 or 15 bucks, I'm not losing any money on it. All right, so 2 things left, guys. Okay, so here's another skort. This one's a little bit older model, but this is from a brand called Joe Fit. All right, so I've sold some of these in the past. It's like a stretchy polyester material. This one has a button zipper fly in the front, a couple pockets on the back. It's a nice gray pattern color, but this brand, people don't go to the shorts and the skirt sections a lot of times in these thrift stores. They just go to the long sleeve shirts and the short sleeve shirts and the tank tops. So a lot of times you can find things that the other pickers haven't found when you go to the shorts and the skirt section. And that stuff all sells pretty easy, right? Because, everybody's trying to save a couple bucks out there in the world. So anyways, the last item I got today, guys, was just a nice little pair of Nike running shorts for ladies. This is a size small. They're pink with a little design. Again, it's not a big dollar. This is probably, you know, 20 bucks. But yeah, I figure I only paid $2, and so even if you round up to $3 with, you know, the fees you're going to have to pay eBay for listing your items. So even if you look at everything, if I paid $3 for it, if I sell everything for 20 bucks, then I've made $17 on all 14 items. So what's 24 times 17? So that's 100. It's a couple $100 profit. So anyway, guys, that's kind of what I did today, right? You can do that too. It's very easy. There's 100 videos on YouTube that'll walk you through how you even get started on selling on eBay if you're not familiar with it. But there's an unending supply of used clothes out there. There's thrift stores everywhere you can go to, and the key is to look for brands. Okay, don't look for what you think looks nice, like, oh, I'd wear that. Go through and start looking for brands. Like, I have brand tags memorized. I know a brand before I even get to the clothing item. It's kind of scary, but like, you know, I can pick them out before I get to them, and you know, pick brands, and then that's how you can start making money, guys. Thanks for watching, guys.